And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. McCollum and Jones are their guards. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4 and Valanciunas at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. And for Oklahoma City, Smith is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Jones. Valanciunas with a screen on Giddey. Valanciunas against Giddey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jones. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
Jonas Valanciunas.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Ibaka with a screen on Ingram. Here's Smith. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Jones. Cullen passes to Williamson. And the rejection by Smith. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And it's Ingram missing.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
And that comes off the assist by Jones.
The pure shooting ability of Ingram does all the talking there. He gets the ball and delivers that quick release.
Now here's Giddey. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. And it's Smith again missing. A creator indeed, and the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. It makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
Smith with it, now defended by McCollum. Fader on the way. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got his third bucket of the night.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Ingram finds Valanciunas, and the rejection by Ibaka. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And there's the pass to Jones. Clock at 6. Williamson with this screen for Jones. And finished off by Williamson.
What a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Here's Smith. That's good, and it's his fourth basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And it's Ingram missing.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
That's a 2 from Smith, and there's another one for the Thunder.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Dagnall for a minute. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. A different look for Oklahoma City. Sharks checked in for Ibaka. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Holmgren. And it's Oladipo in for Josh Giddey. Here's Alvarado. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Valanciunas. Sinks that one from the post.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
The deep three from Smith. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Doubled by Smith. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And here are the Pelicans now. Pass to Valanciunas. And the shot goes in. Valanciunas has got his second bucket of the game to go. Bounce pass Smith. Oladipo for three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And guys, things are looking up in New Orleans. The extension for Zion Williamson reflecting his commitment to this young core, and with the 8th pick and Dyson Daniels, the Pels added to their bevy of young team defenders. They're building a team to contend.
And here are the Pelicans now. The Thunder making the shot. Valanciunas passes to Alvarado. Now here is Murphy. Defended by Thybulle. No good from Valanciunas. And here's Sharich. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Trailing by 2. Here's Smith. That shot is off. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And the Pelicans making a change here. Graham's checked in. Ibaka is out there with Lou Dort. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Smith in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Williamson. Ingram trying to get open. Lays it up off the glass. Williamson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pelicans. Jones against Smith. Ibaka with the screen on Jones. Giddey, no one around him. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Giddey's got his first 3 points of the game. McCollum kicks to Williamson. Murphy against Dort. Pass to Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Murphy can't hit.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
Dort misses. New Orleans leading by 3. It's stolen by Smith. For the finish. And then Smith with the jam.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And the basket by Murphy.
And Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He can also dish the rock.
Giddey the pass to Smith. The baseline J. The putback, and Ibaka is right there.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Jones the pass to Williamson. And a wide open look for McCollum, and he's good on the 3-ball. McCollum's got 6.
An outstanding three-point shooter. You've got to chase McCollum off those corners.
And Giddey gets it to go. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. McCollum passes to Ingram. Here's Jones. Passes it to McCollum. Inside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Valanciunas is checked in for the Pelicans.
Second substitution, Jonas Valanciunas.
And so here is New Orleans. 2 on the clock. Jones for 3. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Smith with it. Now defended by McCollum. That evens the score. Giddey's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Switch here.
And while we got a chance, look at some numbers for C.J. McCollum. He's averaging about 19 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Here's Smith, and there's another one for the Thunder.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Ingram passes to Valanciunas. And here's McCollum. 26 points for him last game against Cleveland.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him.
Here's Smith following the basket by C.J. McCollum. That one goes. Count it. Smith's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Williamson with the...
And when he gets the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that on Zion converting, relentless down low.
And Smith punches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Smith's got 9 points now in the quarter. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans.
And there had been so much talk about Zion wanting out of New Orleans. That was all put to rest. This past summer, Zion signing a loaded extension to keep up with the Pelicans for the next handful of years.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans.
Devontae Graham, Jose Alvarado.
Thunder on D, and that one good. 6 points for Valanciunas.
Well, not to be denied, right? Jonas Valanciunas takes a hit and still finishes through contact.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas. Down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's Graham following the score by Serge Ibaka. Lets it go from deep, and the basket by Alvarado. Alvarado's got 9. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead change, it's 6 already.
Mora can't get it to go.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And it's Alvarado missing.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Shot's good by Ibaka.
Well, you love how Ibaka goes right up with the shot. Doesn't hesitate for a second off the catch.
The pass to Hayes. Here's Marshall. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's Hayes in the corner. Alvarado passes to Graham. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Well, I think this is something Jonas Valanciunas has hung his hat on. His ability to consistently get to the offensive window. Nicely done.
And it's Smith missing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Alvarado. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Smith the pass to Mora. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Mora's got his first 2 points of the night. The Pelicans trail. And the rejection by Smith. And he's able to get it back. Hayes, no good.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
From the arc. And it's Smith missing.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And it's blocked.
My goodness, Josh Giddey using every bit of that frame to send that one back.
Oklahoma City's gone to the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Now, here is Smith. He's got 24. Count it.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Graham with the bucket. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And Smith puts up a deep three. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Pelicans on top. They lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Jonas, good first half for you getting the ball inside, and you look really aggressive out there.
I'm just doing my job, what I need to do, be active in the paint, rebound, get some touches, go for work.
Always good to see a big man who plays big. Thanks, Jonas. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, everybody. We all like close games, and tonight's matchup with the New Orleans Pelicans does not disappoint.
You look at the play of their bench, this second unit is doing exactly what coach is looking for. It's a luxury to have this kind of support.
I mean, I know we talk about team depth all the time, but that's been the difference tonight. All right, now let's check out what the fans are saying on social media. Kenny, Home Cookin' 62 is asking, who would fare better with today's style of offense, the Jet or the Diesel?
Faster pace and emphasis on spacing the floor. You can't figure that out?
Well, it takes 2 to space the floor, a man from long range and a man from short range. Everything in between 2 guys is the space.
Higher education, kids. You saw it right here on 2K Sports. Now try to forget it. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's foul. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4, and Valanciunas at the 5. McCollum and Jones are their guards. And it's Ingram in at the 3. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Giddey kicks to Smith. Ibaka sets the pick for Smith to the inside, and Ibaka slams it in.
Well, let's remember, at his size, this is a very mobile 4. He can stretch the defense, and in this instance, just does some work in the pick and roll.
Now here's McCollum. 8 points for him. Valanciunas with a screen on Giddey. It's stolen by Ibaka. Smith on the wing. On the wing, Giddey. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 7th assist here tonight. And sometimes in the closing moments, NBA games can slow to a crawl. Of course, you and I know that firsthand.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not... afraid to show it either. Pelicans trail by 7. Ingram outside. Jones kicks to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6. Valanciunas sets a screen for Jones. Off the run, and he sinks that one. Hits the back of the rim on the way in.
Boy, what a game it's been for Jonas Valanciunas. It hasn't mattered what the defense has thrown at him. He's continued to deliver on the offensive end.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. MP's really making a difference here.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
Ladies and gentlemen, your mother, you dancing.
Hutchinson looks for Oklahoma City. Sharch is checked in for Ibaka. Dort comes in for Smith for the Thunder. Smith checked in for Holmgren. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Oladipo.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now here's Marshall, covered by Smith. Good. Marshall's got 6.
Well, great possession there. Anytime you end up at the rim with a high percentage look, perfect.
Here's Smith. Oh, and the dunk by Smith.
And that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can. And so Graham will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Pass to Murphy. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second-chance points. Impressive.
The Thunder shooting a superb 63% from the field. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Bangs home the trifecta. Smith's got 11 in the second half. New Orleans has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Valanciunas. Drills the baseline jumper.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Screen by Sharch. Smith the pass to Dort. Back to Smith. Over Valanciunas. And it's Smith missing. The Pelicans shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the middle. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Smith the pass to Giddey. And Saric kicks to Smith. Saric just screen on Valanciunas. Smith for three. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Max Strus. Holmgren is out there with Smith. And it's Highland in at the one spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Smith the pass to Strus. Off target from three-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Graham with the bucket.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Smith, and then Smith with the dunk.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Doubled by Smith. Here's Daniels, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Patty Mills is about winning, guys. If that means finding the open man, he'll do just that.
And that one is good.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Holmgren with the steal. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Mills with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup. Mills has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, you can see the change of pace, the speed and transition by Patty Mills. Goodness.
Our timeout called by Oklahoma City. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. For New Orleans, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that.
Unbelievable force and power. Zion hanging 280 plus on the rim.
And yes, it's good. Smith's got 43 points.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
To the paint. Valanciunas dishes to Williamson. And the rejection by Ibaka. Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Williamson against Smith. Smith drawn the double team. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to free himself up.
A contested bucket, but Josh Giddey willing that one in the cup.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he say, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. McCollum with the slam.
And as we've watched him develop, Zion has steadily improved his passing ability.
A wide open look here for Ibaka. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Smith, and then Smith with the dunk.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Valanciunas sets a screen for McCollum, and another 3 for New Orleans.
And that range makes McCollum hard to defend, because if you're too close, you know about his ability to go by you and get to his spots.
Holmgren wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Lobs it up for Ibaka.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Ingram with it. Ingram drawing the double team. Pass to Valanciunas. There's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Here's Smith.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean... He gets up. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Well, to steal a line from you, up high and down hard, Jonas Valanciunas. Go ahead, big fella.
And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Passes it to Ingram. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Smith.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all night. He contested every shot in his area and sent a few back.
I mean, he hit that shot from the next town over, Kev. What a shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander against McCollum. 6 to shoot. Valanciunas with a screen on Ingles. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Now Jones. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next time